You're watching Local 5 News at 10. We are Iowa's most accurate weather team, and we start with your forecast first.
Well, hi, everyone. Our snow is here. It is coming down pretty heavily around most of central and southern Iowa. Some areas reporting over 4 inches of snow in far southwestern Iowa already. Temperatures are in the 20s. Our road conditions are deteriorating, and now southwestern Iowa under a winter storm warning. That does not include Polk County, but it does include Dallas County. We are expecting to see pretty heavy snow overnight. It will become a little bit lighter by the time you wake up. The snow should be tapering off as we go throughout the day on Sunday, but road conditions will certainly be deteriorating out there. We'll take a look at an hour-by-hour tracker and possible snowfall totals coming up. Local 5 News at 10 starts now.
Also coming up on Local 5 News at 10, another snowstorm has started in central Iowa. We'll have more in-depth look at the roads for those traveling tonight.
Plus, a boy dies after being trapped in a house fire in Oskaloosa. How the community is coping with the loss.
And later, a man found dead outside an apartment complex on Des Moines' south side. Why police are left with more questions than answers.
This is Local 5 News at 10. We are Iowa.
Good evening. Welcome to Local 5 News. I'm Jacob Peklo.
And I'm Bryn Carmen. Glad you're with us tonight. We are Iowa's most accurate weather forecast. We have team coverage tonight as another round of snow impacts Iowans. Local 5's Erica Rankin is our road warrior out in Des Moines.
But first, let's go back over to meteorologist Brandon Lawrence in the Weather Center. Brandon, how much more snow can we expect tonight, and when's it going to end for us?
Honestly, we probably won't see an end in the snow showers until dinner time tomorrow. However, the heaviest is occurring right now. Tomorrow throughout the day, it will be much lighter. Let's talk about how much snow has already fallen down to the southwest. Bedford, which is close to the Missouri border, 4.5 inches. 4 inches in Corning. Creston already reported 2 inches, and about 1.5 inches in Murray, which is near Osceola. We've got widespread snow showers out there tonight. Storm Tracker Live, everybody getting in on the action. Everybody in the state of Iowa will see several inches of snow from this system. We are watching for the heaviest snow right now along I-80 between Omaha and Des Moines. It is coming through especially for Dallas County, Warren County, and Madison. Still pretty heavy at this point in the Des Moines metro as well. Inside 8035 and 235 where the heaviest snow is occurring. It will stay fairly heavy for the next several hours. It is a big, expansive system that stretches all the way back into Nebraska and Missouri. It is going to be a long night and certainly very slushy, slick roadways expected early tomorrow morning. The roads already deteriorating for western and southwestern Iowa. Let's time it hour by hour. We'll be looking for heavy snow all the way through midnight, and then as we go through the overnight hours, it becomes lighter. By 8 a.m. tomorrow, we're still dealing with snow showers, but the bulk of the accumulation will happen overnight, and by noon tomorrow, just some sporadic snow showers. It should stay very light as we go into Sunday afternoon and evening. We'll talk about possible snow totals coming up. Back to you guys.
All right, Brandon, thank you. We'll check back with you in just a little bit.
Now let's get out to Erica Rankin as she shows us the road conditions in Des Moines. Erica, so many people are leaving town after state wrestling, and the roads where you are don't look great.
No, they are not. We are on 235, actually heading in towards downtown from West Des Moines. And let me tell you, these roads are a completely different sight than what they were just even 30 minutes ago when we were driving towards Cumming. So definitely need to practice those winter safe driving tips. Give those drivers a little extra space. These roads are covered right now, so you can barely see which lane is which. So just make sure you're giving yourself some extra time if you do have to get out on the road. Give yourself extra time to get to your destination, and also let someone know when you leave to make sure to have that extra safety precaution. Again, the snow is still coming down right now. We haven't seen any plows on 235 just yet. We've seen a few cars on the side of the road, so just make sure you're extra cautious if you do have to get out tonight. Back to you, Bryn.
All right, Erica, thank you. Be sure and drive safe and stay safe. Now, we want to make sure you know the latest developments with this snow. Head over to our weareiowa.com website to see Brandon's updated forecasts. You can also download our app in the App Store or on Google Play. Just search We Are Iowa.
With this incoming snow, a number of cities have already issued snow ordinances for this evening or for tomorrow. These include the cities you see right there on your screen. It is also a good reminder to move over and slow down for all emergency vehicles you might see on the road. This Pottawatomie County Sheriff's vehicle was hit just this morning, so slow down there.
Developing now, a 7-year-old boy is dead after a fire erupted Friday night at a home in Oskaloosa. Officials say it all started around 8:30. Local 5's Erica Rankin takes us back to the scene where she talked to neighbors.
I peeked out the door, and behind me, I looked out, and there were 2 young boys yelling and screaming for us to call the fire department.
Dee Dee Horn knew she had to call 911 immediately. The first crew arrived on scene, followed by dozens more to battle the blaze.
Out the back here, smoke just rolling out.
As the fire roared, Angela Wells went back in to try and save her 3rd son, 7-year-old David.
She worked very hard to try to get to him.
Officials pulled David from the basement, but he later died at the hospital, and Angela has 2nd-degree burns from trying to save her son.
She's still just very, very distraught over losing her child, as anyone would be.
Hours later, cars drive by slowly, soaking in the scene of sadness. One of those drivers was Georgia Bear.
I can't believe what that poor mother is going through right now.
Georgia's heart is heavy because the home brings back precious memories.
It's very sad because that's where we started our married life in 1961.
And she can't imagine being a mother herself, losing a child like this.
I believe what she was going through. So sad.
In Oskaloosa, Erica Rankin, Local 5 News, Weir, Iowa.
Right now, officials are still trying to figure out what started that fire.
Also new tonight, a 38-year-old man found dead on the city's south side. Someone found Gabriel Boatger's body outside of an apartment complex around 6:30 this morning. Police say they haven't found any weapons yet or any signs that he was hit by a car. Detectives spent the day interviewing neighbors in the area that were home at the time, but police still believe the circumstances here very, very unusual.
The circumstances up there in the scene we're curious about what happened here. There's more questions right now than there are answers. So again, we'll treat it as a homicide till we know otherwise. But he's got some obvious injuries. The explanation for those is still waiting.
This is the city's 2nd homicide of 2019 already. Police still are not sure how long the body was outside.
Tonight's national headline, we're learning more about the victims of the deadly workplace shooting in the Chicago suburb of Aurora. The suspect was shot and killed by police, but not before killing 5 co-workers and injuring several officers. Here's ABC's Zachary Quiche with the latest.
Authorities have released the names of the 5 people killed Friday in a deadly workplace shooting. Among those killed, a human resources manager and a college intern on his first day at work.
Clayton Parks, Trevor Wayner, Russell Byer, Vincente Juarez, Josh Pinkard.
At 1:30 Friday afternoon, gunfire interrupted the workday at the Henry Pratt factory in Aurora, Illinois.
Aurora has an active shooter situation.
Police and SWAT teams stormed the warehouse.
Approximately 25 to 35 agencies responded, approximately 200 to 300 officers.
5 officers were injured by gunfire. Police say the suspect, 45-year-old Gary Martin, was an employee.
He reported for work, and during this meeting, he was terminated. He opened fire right after the termination.
Martin was eventually killed in a gun battle with police.
He was in a back machine shop, and there were some shots exchanged as the officers made their way into that area.
Police say Martin had 6 prior arrests, but was issued a firearms owner ID card in 2014 when he applied for a conceal and carry permit. An old felony conviction from Mississippi was discovered during fingerprinting.
Once this felony conviction was discovered, the offender's conceal and carry permit was rejected, and his FOID card was revoked by the Illinois State Police.
Martin was sent a letter ordering him to turn in his weapon. Authorities are now investigating why that wasn't followed up on. Zachary Quiche, ABC News, Aurora, Illinois.
Those 6 previous arrests of Gary Martin ranged from traffic violations, domestic battery, and a 2008 arrest of suspicion of violating an order of protection. The last arrest was in 2017 for suspicion of disorderly conduct and criminal damage to property.
Still on the way on Local 5 News at 10. Ever wonder what a zoo veterinarian does? Well, these kids were able to live out the life in the day of the life of a veteran, or a veterinarian rather, at the Blank Park Zoo.
Then it's been a long 4 days for these wrestlers. A look at the championship from the last day of state wrestling.
Got Local 5 on your side means answers to your